is about impeachment. There's no better way to put it. There's no sugarcoating it. Impeachment. Now it means that the governor of Rivers State is currently facing an impeachment threat. That is what it means. That perhaps we'll get to find out as the picture gets clearer, but it already looks like what the Assembly is attempting to do. Well, some players in Port have been doing the legality of the notice of alleged misconduct served on Governor Similaye Fubara and Professor Ngozi Odu by the Rivers State House of Assembly. One of the lawyers at Chineke Williams Wobodo spoke to correspondent Soibi Olwari.
Deputy Governor, has spent resources of this without valid appropriation. So if she has spent resources of the state without valid appropriation, she understands that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria says no public fund shall be spent without due appropriation. So she hide under the team directive from the governor, but I have not seen what the grounds of his conduct are, so I don't want to speculate. That defense, to my mind, is very weak.
Okay. He, however, advised the governor not to play politics with the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment.
When I offered this advice, I said, look, when it gets to today, when the Rivers House of Assembly would serve any notice of misconduct to the governor, there will be no place to run to. You understand? Because the grounds is that you have breached the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, the man that you will run to say, no, I did not breach the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is a court, I already said so in advance because you did not want to listen. Advice to the government is that you look for a way to appeal to the Rivers House and tamper justice with mercy.
But a constitutional lawyer, Innocent Eku, disagrees with this.
Notice is supposed to be served to a particular officer because the governor is the head of the executive, and if there is any misconduct, he is the person to be questioned. Duties of the deputy governor fall outside the issues even in controversy. They cannot serve both the governor and the deputy governor on those issues that are in the public domain. If they serve to both the governor and deputy governor issues that have been in public domain, they acted unconstitutionally. The deputy governor have no question to answer in those regards.
Dr. Eku also spoke on how lawmakers are expected to exhaust the notice of misconduct before impeachment proceedings can begin.
If what they serve is notice of misconduct, it follows that, first of all, we'll have to carry out a procedure to determine if there was actually misconduct. If those misconducts amount to a misconduct in the eye of the law, based on the circumstances, that means that will have to be done and determined before even an impeachment procedure will commence. Because there is a notice of impeachment.
Okay, so my guest will join me shortly. He is a professor of politics and governance, and hopefully when he gets here, we can have this conversation. But between now and then, let's look at impeachment in Nigeria. Since the dawn, we had six since 1999 when we decided to do democracy again, and well, it has gone into it since then. The first one was Dieprie Alamesie of Bayelsa State in 2005. His offense was that he was accused of corruption, including the theft of public funds, abuse of office, and money laundering. Notably, he was arrested in the UK for money laundering but escaped back to Nigeria under mysterious circumstances. And for his impeachment, it happened in following his return. The State House of Assembly impeached him based on the corruption allegations. The Kidi Ladoja Oyo State in 2004. Impeachment currently stemmed from political agreement, particularly with prominent political people. But because a reason has to be given, this controversial was a political appointment to allegations of conduct, abuse. Oyo State House of Assembly members impeached Ladoja. Challenge his the appeal the process and void, and so he was reinstated in December of that year. That's the second one. I said, accused of gross misconduct by the Anambra State House of Assembly. He was impeached on November, first female governor in Nigeria's history, handed power of Plateau 2006. 2006 was a good year for impeachment in Nigeria. His offense, he faced allegations of diverting public funds and money laundering in London. On November 13, 2006, 6 out of the 27 Plateau State House of Assembly members impeached him, a move which was obviously criticized because it was unconstitutional. Well, the Supreme Court later ruled the impeachment was flawed and he was reinstated. In that same 2006, Ayodele Fayose, was impeached. He was accused of corruption, particularly in relation to the Ekiti State Poultry Project and serial killings. Yes, it was alleged. He was impeached on October 16, 2006 by the Ekiti State House of Assembly. He was removed from office, but he later returned to politics and was re-elected as governor in 2014. And last one was Murtala Nyako of Adamawa State, 2014. His offense, conduct and mismanagement rather. He was impeached on the 15th of July, 2014. The Adamawa State House of Assembly impeached him after adopting the report of a panel that found him guilty of 16 counts of gross misconduct. In 2016, the Federal High Court declared the impeachment null and void, ordering that all his entitlements from the date of impeachment be paid. So, of all the 6, all of those governors remain impeached except for Alamesie. I don't know if this history will in some way, shape or form connect to this particular threat of impeachment. But what you can tell from what I've read is that gross misconduct is a very common reason for impeaching governors. So what does it mean? According to the Constitution, gross misconduct is defined as a grave violation or breach of the provisions of the Constitution or a misconduct of such a nature as amounts in the opinion of the House of Assembly. So let's remove English. The person who is threatened with impeachment has done what they are not supposed to do. They have violated a major part of the Constitution. And so the House, enough is enough. So now, 5. And it looks, the House of Assembly states are looking to behave like all the assemblies before them, where it's not governor's fourth republic, impeached. And in the second, submitted gross conduct. But this time, one different ring. Because for the first time, it looks like the office of governor hasn't happened in Nigerian history before. And we'll see how this plays out, because I would love to hear the lawyers and the analysts talk about the possibility of impeachment. Difficult, maybe impossible, because we haven't seen it. But we keep watching. Now, hopefully my guest joins me and I'll have the analytical questions to ask. But what do you make of this? This threat of impeachment, is it justice served or political setup? Is it in the interest of the average man to the power? It's like all the ones, but it trust me, people want waiting. There are many episodes that I think can squeeze in call before the break. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Yes, my argument is that the ground is dog. It is in the opinion of the House of Assembly, of any of the House of Assembly in Nigeria, not in the mouth of any other person, but in their look. Don't ask me, but in the face is misconduct. They are not. That's all. And today, as it stands, Supreme Court, then Federal High Court, Appeal Court,